Welcome to Mini Focus TV! Meow meow!
Well, hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to another stream. It is Wednesday, so it is World of Warcraft Wednesday, guys. We are on our way to Nalok at the moment, just because I was doing the world bosses. Sid is in chat, so I think she's joining. I guess she's joining. I was kind of like, she's kind of late. I don't know. You never know. Maybe something came in between. But anyway. Hey, Mr. Fox. Hi, Sid. Nice to see you both here. I do hope you have a wonderful day and that you will be enjoying the stream. For some reason, things are taking more time. It's not a problem at all, Sid. It's not a problem at all. I'd like to finish Nalok anyway, if you're okay with that. But without any further ado, let's get into the game. Get the game unmuted. And follow our way to Nalok. And Sid can join whenever she wants, whenever she's ready, whenever she's got her coffee, she's got her cookies, she's got her whatever snacks she wants. While we're doing the same old stupid Dragon Soul, I think. At least I'm up to it. I have not spoken with Sid about it yet, so that's why I'm not too sure yet if we're doing it. If she's like no, then we're doing something else. Should be ready in a few minutes. That's nice. How's the audio, guys? Is the audio alright? Should it go a little higher, lower? I don't know. I was unsure as well. I had no idea if we were up for it. I kinda am, and I kinda am not. That's the whole thing. On one side, I just want to do it because I want to get it over and finished with it. Be done. But on the other side, I'm like, Yep, Sid can understand that kind of language. I can understand that some people cannot, but me and Sid have our own kind of languages or language with particular sounds, and then we just know what we mean. That's just our relationship. Yeah. Lol. Indeed, Sid. Indeed. Do send me a message on Discord whenever I can call you. Or just call me. That's also fine. It should already be unmuted, so as soon as the ringer goes, we can hear Sid. And I'm already apologizing to anyone who is not in a great mood and can't really handle happy people when they are in a bad mood. But I'm in a really good mood, and I'm being silly at the moment. I've got a huge aquarium next to my desk now. Pretty much, it's almost the same size as my desk. It's just that I know that my desk is 20 centimeters longer, but yeah. If you fill it up exactly to the rim, it should hold 700 liters. And I already forgot what that was in gallons. Let me check. 700 liters to gallons. That's roughly 185 gallons. But you will not be filling it up until the exact rim, because then everything is gonna spill as well. So we probably put around 600 liters inside, which is gonna end up with 158.5 gallon. So let's say roughly 160 gallons. 159. So yeah, I'm very excited. At the moment, it's still empty. We still need to fill it up. Because, yeah, it took a little bit more time to put together the cabinet. To put together the cabinet that's underneath it. And, well, we did do it in one go, but the aquarium was not light. It was pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. So as soon as we got it onto the cabinet, we were like, okay, we're gonna set up the filter. We're not turning it on or whatever, but we're gonna set up the filter, and then we call it a day. So yeah, we have an empty aquarium at the moment. But after the stream, we will start filling it up. Then it will, we will add the bacteria and everything like that. Add a little bit of food, just for starting the cycle in the aquarium. At least that's what I always used to do. I put like a tiny bit of food in there, so there's also like leftover food, even though there's no fish in the aquarium yet. But to start the cycle a little bit, I like to also add a little bit of food. Just what you would give one fish for its first meal on the day. How caring, feeding your water. You're right, eh? Oh, come on. But anyway, yeah. To actually help the bacteria grow, I do like to put a little food in there. But then it's gonna stand for about 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. And then we're gonna get the current goldfish in there. Meow meow.
Hi.
Hi. That's
You
a lot
hearing me?
louder. Yes. Yeah.
Oh. Why are you talking that loud?
No, that's just you're using a new headset, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then the output volume is a little bit higher, I guess.
And maybe the quality of the microphone picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to go in the game.
I've got one character in front of Dragon Soul right now. And I've typed like 100 W's in Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, because I answered your call. But I was still holding my W because I was walking in World of Warcraft. So it actually typed in a lot of W's.
Oh, the game sound is so loud.
Always. No.
Heather?
Now getting my second character to Dragon Soul.
Nice.
So how has your day been starting?
Yeah, it was okay. Although I forgot for now the appointment will be at 10:45 instead of 11.
Ah.
I was perfectly on time. If it would have been on 11. So yeah, it was a bit of a shorter conversation. But was okay. And talking a little bit about the internships and looking again at the list for like and googling like who can we call, or I call, to contact for an internship. But he did ask the school like when at the very end it would be getting really difficult if what's the latest start date for the internship?
Yeah, like a deadline. When do you need one?
Yeah, it's you can always catch up on hours, even though you finished the paperwork study. Words are not my thing today.
The theoretical
that
study
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they said like it's going. Yeah, if you're around February to start, then it's going to be quite some catching up.
So pretty much end of January.
Still doable, but so yeah, I still have a bit of time, but would like to start earlier.
So roughly, you've got 2 months. Roughly.
Yeah, before it's gonna get a little bit
too much.
Short and catching up on a lot of hours.
I think if you start after February, you actually have to do a full-time job. Like you'll have to do it 40 hours a week to be able to catch it up.
Yeah, maybe. Difficulty should be set.
I do see the skull, so I think it is. Let me check. It is set correctly, yes.
Okay. Did you have this character in the guild already or not?
Yep. You can see underneath my name as well.
No, that's why I asked.
Mo? I do see it underneath my name and yours.
That's all. It shows a bar for you underneath your name.
What the... Bit?
Light green health bar idea.
I have the same on my dragon. And if I'm around like 100 people, that gets so freaking crazy. It's really not normal anymore.
No, it's gone.
Oh wait, I have to sell stuff. Otherwise I won't be able to loot anything.
It's that plugged up.
Maybe it's an exaggeration, but I would like to. But you can move on if you want. No problem, no problem. I will
Yeah,
take the
I'll do
right
that.
thingy maboober again.
Yep.
But this character has like a lot of clutter in the bags, stuff that I need for like way too many things that I started and never finished.
That's how my bank looks like. If I'm
Yeah.
looking at it, it's like I dumped it in there because
Hey,
I need.
Oh,
Stony.
another
Hey,
Foxingo
Tony!
family.
But I dumped all kinds of stuff in there for like I need to check on that later.
Yep. And
Okay.
thank you for becoming a member, Stony. Welcome to being a goldfish. But Stony, were you not a member earlier? Or am I incorrect now? Because I've got the feeling that YouTube is kind of doing strange things with memberships. Because suddenly Wes is not a member anymore.
Yeah, what was it for a month that they took or ongoing or
Wes took an ongoing one. You actually have to stop it yourself, otherwise it just keeps on going. The gifted ones, those do stop after a month, but if you buy it yourself, they keep on going until you say stop on it.
okay.
Oh, you
Yeah.
had to refresh your pay safeguard, so it could not refresh at the first moment. Pretty much there was no money on his account, so they could not get the money for the membership, and then they stopped the membership.
Yeah. Acceptable.
It's no problem, Stony. Thank you for being back. It's very much appreciated.
I believe, yes, it just might work. The focusing iris within the Eye of Eternity may allow us to converge the magical matrix contained within the Dragon Soul.
And next weekend we might be getting a new family member.
Oh?
Yeah, I told you already, but I never told the stream, I think. We're gonna see if we can get a hognose snake.
Oh, cool.
It's, for what I understand, not really a biter. Not known for being a biter, at least.
Not
New
like
kitten
an
or
alligator
snake?
snapping turtle.
Snapping turtle. Ooh. But those get big. And I wanted something that I could pretty much just keep small. As in, the environment it lives in doesn't have to be too big. And it doesn't become too big itself. And that's how I came to a hognose snake. What? A hognose snake.
I have the same thing this week. Yeah, Monday I wanted to say texture and I said textile. It's like okay. And then I wanted to say a Dutch phrase and I switched all kinds of things. Weet je voordat het valtje kwakt?
Wow.
Yeah, words are not my thing this week, I guess.
I guess it's not for me either.
Oh, no,
Hog
it's something in
noses are very spicy. Oh, really? I hear a lot of different things.
We will begin the ritual at once.
They grow about a meter, maybe a bit longer. Yeah, that is the main reason why I like them. Because they stay relatively small. Because I did have 2 rat snakes, corn snakes, it's in English. We call them rat snakes. But it's corn snakes.
Speak to me when you are
They're spicy as in fury. The only thing I've heard is that they are active on the day. I forgot the word for it, but there was some fancy word for it, like nocturnal. Dio thingy? I don't know. Something like that. I think it's diurnal. I don't know. But he's awake in the day. He doesn't bite too much. He has a shuffle nose, so he's mostly a digger. He will like poke your finger with his nose, but he won't necessarily bite you. Lightly venomous, but they actually have to chew with their their teeth all the way in the back of the mouth, because those are the ones that have venom. I think
And some animals are venomous, but our skin would be too thick to be pierced and affected by it. So.
Oh, you will.
With some, especially insects, some can be venomous or something, but then their teeth aren't thick enough to harm us with it, so to speak.
Well, and Hognose can draw blood, that's for sure,
Okay.
but he has to actually chew his saliva into the wound, because it's not necessarily his teeth as needles to inject the venom, but their venom is in their saliva, so they have to like massage the saliva into the wound to actually get the venom into you. But if the venom gets into you, it's not a huge problem. You might get some swelling and some itchiness, but it's not life-threatening at all.
Case.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're maybe sensitive to something like that, then...
If you're allergic, of course you're gonna have a stronger reaction to it.
Yeah. I have sometimes been thinking about something else also after Sisu died.
Mm-hmm.
But still I'm kinda like, I don't even know. And also, when it comes to furniture, no idea where to place it.
That also depends on the size of the enclosure, of course.
Yeah.
No,
in
you're
general, I
not gonna
like
have
the-
any room for my aquarium. Definitely not.
Ideally, I would like to have something like that as an enclosure, whether it be for a snake or rats or any, I don't know, something.
For me, it really depends.
I don't want a steel cage anymore. I hate the chewing on the steel.
Yeah, what heck do they call them in English? Traliekooien. I have no idea. Wired cages, I think.
Yeah, I'm not
I think they
sure.
call it wired cages. But I don't know. Not for sure. Some of them are laid back and you can do anything with them. Other you just don't want to handle too much. As in snake species, or do you mean hognoses in general? Because it does also really depend on when you get the snake, what you do with the snake, how you react to the snake, all that kind of stuff. Different hognose species. Yeah, the most common one is the western hognose, which is actually the plains hognose. Because if I remember correctly, the western hognose snake is now split into the Australian something else and the plains hognose. And they do say that the plains hognose is a very how do you say that? It has a very friendly character. It doesn't really bite. It most likely will show you it doesn't like something by playing dead or by how do you say that? Pretty much by farting and making like a really, really bad smell.
Oh.
So you get away from them.
Yeah.
But biting is not their first instinct of defense.
They do give out warning signs, so to speak.
Yeah, indeed.
Not attack is the best defense.
And I've got a friend who has several reptiles, and the only thing he says is he has several like rescues as well. And the thing he always does is there's not gonna be much hiding places. It's more okay, I'm gonna say in Dutch, so Sid can actually... It's Sid and Stony will understand. Geen verstopplekken, maar verschuilplekken. Je kan hem zien, maar hij voelt zich wel afgedekt.
Ja.
Maar geen echte volledige verstopplekken, want dan krijg je ze nooit tam. Dan blijven ze altijd maar aanvallen en noem maar op.
Yeah, you gotta give him shelter, but not like a full hiding spot, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
More of a shelter, so they have a little bit of a home space where they feel safe.
And what he always does, he trains with the snake stick. These like hooked sticks where you can pick up snake with, pretty much. Mostly used for actual venomous snakes. But he trains them with that thing that he is not food. That they should not bite them. Bite him. And feeding is actually...
Big piece of food to swallow.
Yeah, indeed. Commonly used for snakes, you mean? Yeah.
For it, but I highly doubt a snake like that could... Oh, your food, let me try.
Well, they most of the time that a hognose bites is because you smell like food. So you smell like a mouse.
Yeah.
You just grab the mouse and you want to feed him in like a few minutes when it's all defrosted and everything. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna pick him up. Yeah, you smell like mouse, so he's gonna hit.
Yeah, but with dogs in a way it's the same. If you are rather sweaty, you're also salty. Like Moo really is rather licky already.
Yeah?
But it tastes good.
Okay.
Just because there's a taste to it, and that's why dogs might either and sniff and lick a little more, just because there's something tasty.
Yeah.
Or indeed you just touched food or anything, then like dogs, they will react as well. Just the type of reaction is different from a snake
Yeah.
than for a dog or a cat. But I think more animals tend to have a reaction if you do smell like some of their food, or you come close to what their food smells like.
Yeah. Smell like food and handling them wrong will get you bitten real fast. Yeah, indeed. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh, right. Talents.
Oh, yeah, I also have something that is
Well, we can still try. We don't have to give up. So you're getting the snake as a little baby or an adult? Well, we're going to the Exoknaag in Houten here. Pretty much we're gonna see whatever is available there. And if there is anything available that we'd like to have. In general, I'm not a big fan of like the classic, original, wild colors. Oh my god, I'm killing everything.
Yeah, I'm at the same point of like, why isn't anything staying alive?
Dismiss pet. Let's try that first. But preferably I would get a young one. Preferably. And I know young ones are the most feisty ones. Because basically they are like, hey, you are really big, you are scary, I do not want to have you close, and then they start doing stuff to you. But it's also the easiest to tame, pretty much. Because it has not had any time to imprint with another human. Or at least not much. I think I found a way for me.
I thought so too, but that failed. I thought if I
I've got
don't
one
use
attack I can use.
attack, just use the auto attack,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't matter.
Check your talents. See what you can read in there. Maybe there is something with your basic attacks. Problem with young snakes is getting them to eat, because if they don't, you'll have a dead snake in no time. Some of them are really picky on how they want their food. Well, that's the first thing. Of course, you ask the breeder if it's eating and what it's eating. And if I'm already hearing that they are giving toads, I'm not gonna do that. I do not want to keep toads next to it to be able to feed that thing. So I want one that has actually transitioned into rodents, in mice. A friend of mine actually has several tricks to use, pretty much, to get the snake to eat. But the biggest problem, or the biggest made mistake with hognoses, is that they immediately put them in like a 60 by 30 by 30 enclosure, even though the pet itself might be 7 to 12 centimeters. Ah, got one.
Nice.
With hognoses, you really want to be careful with making them go in a big terrarium. These are tiny snakes, especially when they're young. And it's better to first keep them in like a container of 30 by 30 something centimeters, I'm talking about. And just keep them in there for 2 months, or at least until they eat well. Because hognose snakes eat well in small enclosures. And then later on, you give him a bigger enclosure if it has grown more. Your enclosure should never be smaller than the length of the snake itself. That's what I always have been listening to. So basically, if you've got a snake of 15 centimeters, the enclosure should not be smaller than 15 by 15.
Yeah, you do want the snake to be able to
Stretch out.
stretch out fully.
Shall we switch? I've got a few bloods dead on this side.
Yeah, sure.
Go. Yeah, indeed. Stop enclosure for the growth from small to bigger. Yeah, indeed. Never, because basically at the breeder they are kept in really tiny enclosures, with maybe a toilet roll thingy-maboober and a little bowl of water. No lights, no warmth, or well, the room they are standing in is warm, of course, but they don't have. Oh God, I'm talking too much. Sorry. You might get it through a few enclosures if it's fully grown. Yeah, we do have a, I think 3 or 4 year old terrarium here, Exoterra, 30 by 30 by 45. It has a little bit more height, which Hognose doesn't really need. But that is gonna be its first enclosure, as long as it's not bigger than 25 centimeters, because otherwise I do want to give it a bigger space. And basically I need to say this correctly, 60 by, I think it was 40 and then 30 is a good enclosure for a adult hognose. That's what I wanted to say.
I'm not finding anything specific about random damage doing.
I've got another one.
Because even with auto attack, that is usually not a multiple target thing. So I don't understand why everything keeps dying. Or is the gear piece that does something?
That's possible.
On the other hand, I can't change equipment because I'm in combat, so...
You wouldn't be able to change your talents in the fight either.
No.
Could you kill these and then switch? Because it's almost ready already. I only need 2 more. Oh, there are already 2 here. Done. Gefixed. Ta-da!
Yay.
Many of you are going to the reptile shop. Please check if they have a young Rhacodactylus. Why? Can you tell the English name? Because I don't understand Latin. Rhacodactylus lichianus. Yeah, that it's Latin name probably. I'll check it myself. Nieuw-Caledonische reuzengekko. Dat is normal name. Dus wetenschappelijke naam, schat. Rhacodactylus lichianus.
These are cool.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if they're gonna have something like that. Oh, you want to know what it's gonna cost? Nope. When you was at my place, you didn't even see the tank I was rebuilding for it. I don't think so, no. I did see the cats. Most important thing.
Why isn't it doing something? Why is my Hearthstone getting interrupted? What?
I don't know.
Why? Just look
Try
at
to take the
Hearthstone.
portal and just walk out.
Yeah. I just took a portal. Now I can Hearthstone.
Ah, okay. Weird bug.
Like this morning with the Shah. That was weird. The guy's just coming up. And everything's gone. And everyone was like, what the F is going on? What just happened?
Yeah. Yeah, with the new drop chance thingy-maboober, I guess they broke it.
And it's crazy busy
Mm-hmm.
since they changed
A
the
lot
drop
more
chance.
people doing it, indeed.
System failure in 5.
You still need to silicone it again and put in the doors. Thing is 120 and 50 wide. Nice. Awesome. Been working on it, on and off, when money permits it. Ah, okay, cool. Well, I think for such a thing, you're gonna put a lot of euros on it.
Do not proceed. You will be eliminated.
Let me see if I can find anything. Okay, they can become like 15 years old. Uh-huh. I just want to know what it costs.
What I sometimes been thinking is, I don't know the English name, luipaardgekko.
Isn't that just a leopard gecko?
Yeah, like a leopard gecko.
Leopard
if
gecko,
you
yeah.
translate it like that. I do kind of like these as well with the spots.
I had 2 of those as well. Mine were pretty boring. The only thing they would...
Some of the patterns are cool. I like that. With the spots and everything.
They do look nice, indeed.
I do not have a target. I require a target. need to target something first. I do not have a target.
Might need to sell with this character as well.
Advance.
Yep.
Twilight's hammer is retreating. The temple is ours. Fortify your positions within.
But I will wait with another pet or something first, because if I go for something else, I would like to buy a different enclosure, preferably like a terrarium or something.
Yeah, and you can't always keep everything in a terrarium. I tried to keep rats in a terrarium and did not work.
In what way?
Not enough ventilation, so everything was just becoming a sauna pretty much.
Yeah, that's something to consider, how that works indeed.
It really depends on the terrarium as well. We were using like a completely glass one with like just random ventilation strips in it. And now we actually have an Exoterra one, which has like mesh on top, so that ventilates a lot better.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, for a hamster or rats, quite some years ago. But my parents have been thinking if we made a different lid, then with like a fence part, then the whole top is open, then it wouldn't be like a sauna.
Yeah, that's just like the Exoterra thingies. That's mesh on top. Gaas.
Yeah. But indeed, if you have like a full covered lid, yeah, then I can understand, especially with rats, that it can get all kinds of
Mice were fine. Mice were fine. We have kept mice in the aquarium that the goldfish are in now. They didn't even chew on like the silicone, because it's still waterproof. If they did, it wouldn't be waterproof.
The focusing iris within the eye of eternity may allow us to
We did test that though before we set it up for the goldfishes again.
Good thinking.
Yeah, it was standing in the bathroom for like a week before we decided, nope, it's not leaking. Just to be sure.
Carefully laid things at this crucial moment.
The first day doesn't seem to be leaking. It's standing fine there. After a week, it's still not leaking. Yeah, I could do something with it.
Then I will open the way into the eye of eternity.
I require a target.
Don't dream just yet.
I do not have a target.
You'll not leave this place.
I need to target something first.
You pups don't stand a chance. Bleed now while you can. You cross the storm.
I do not have a target.
But since last week, I really do see here and there that hunters have become weaker.
Praise the Titans. They have returned.
In what way?
Well, I've been doing Ulde War and Return to Karazhan, all that kind of stuff, and since 2 weeks, it actually takes me a few more hits to kill them.
I have the same thing with I had the same with Psychobilly, my warrior, or my horde. I was in Voldoen doing the archaeology. And some of the things I'm like, how am I still in combat? Why down?
Speak to me when you are ready to
Usually it was a hit or two, but I needed way more now.
Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of
So-
scared for when Flight hits, because it might like nerf us a lot, and then we're not even able to do some of our mount runs.
And in Dragon Soul itself, for me, I need to keep in mind that I'm not gonna pull too much. That's the biggest thing if I've been doing low level stuff. And in current content, I'm like, oh, don't pull as much. Why did you do that?
Yeah, indeed.
Ah, this area you can't handle 10, 15 NPCs bashing into you. You're not gonna survive.
Yeah, I'm mostly gonna focus on the mountain anyway, so
I require
I'm
a
not
target.
sure when I will actually enter the
I need to
new
target
content.
something first. I cannot attack that target.
But we'll
I
see.
cannot attack that. I do not have a target. I'm out of range. I require a target. I need to target something first. I require a target. I do not have a target. I cannot attack that target. Too far away. I need to target something first.
No, I actually died once in Return of Karazhan today.
Oh?
Yeah.
I require a target.
Because I needed like a few more hits, he was able to do some weird kind of attack, and that's like a one shot if that hits you. I did not know that.
Where I might have had that as well. I faintly remember something like that. Then I'm like, might have happened, or it was somewhere else, but something low level, and I was too
Pook.
slow, and all of a sudden I'm dead. I'm like, oh, hi. Did not plan that.
I sense a great disturbance in the balance approaching. The chaos burns my mind.
And the beginning of the end. The shadow which blots out the sun. The pill which holds your truth. For this moment alone was I made. Look upon your death, mortal.
I cannot attack that.
Just drop the mount.
Yeah.
I cannot attack that.
Is the hour of twilight. What? I am.
Nope.
Nope.
It is done. Our power now resides within the Dragon Soul. Our fate lies with you,
Oh, and in general, by the way, I kind of decided that I needed to, like, not play as much World of Warcraft as I did for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's became a little bit too much, I guess. Wednesday is still World of Warcraft day, so I will still be playing a lot of World of Warcraft on Wednesday. But on pretty much any other day except for the weekend, I've got a cap time on 8 p.m. So I will literally stop playing World of Warcraft when it's 8 p.m. I want to have more quality time with Mr. Fox and my kitties and my other pets and everything. So I should not be stupid mini and play World of Warcraft for like 18 hours a day.
Be a bit much.
Well, okay, 18 is an exaggeration, but I would easily hit the 10 to 12 hours a day.
I do not have a target.
Entering the no living. Yeah, the not no life, indeed. But that's what I'm saying. I just want to have more quality time with like Mr. Fox and my pets and friends and all that kind of stuff. World of Warcraft should not be that important.
I do not have a target.
And since I'm thinking about buying the year subscription, I'm like, if I'm gonna keep on playing for that many hours a day, I'm gonna burn out again and eventually need like 3 months of a break.
Yeah, they need a year of a break or something like that.
Indeed, so I don't really want that to happen if I do that. I have not bought it yet, but I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm considering as well, but I'm not, sure how smart.
True, Stony. True. It isn't real life. It's way more important than a game. True, true. But sometimes you have a real life that there's not happening much in real life. Like for me, I'm searching for work. But every working area that I've spoken to is like, well, it's very busy in this period, and we won't have people to help you get used to the job and everything, and blah blah blah. So I pretty much entered into a little period where I'm not gonna get work because of Christmas and people saying that it's gonna be too busy to start, pretty much.
I was talking with the guidance counselor today about it as well. From school they said as well, a lot of grooming salons at the moment are insanely busy. In a way where they barely have time to teach anyone anything. Because they have too many people going on, and if I look at how many grooming salons there are in the city already, at some point during the search I'm like, how useful is it gonna be if I set one up here? On the other hand, everyone is overbooked, so to speak. Or like the doctors having a patient stop because they have the max amount of patients that they can treat.
Yeah.
So to speak. They have that kind of idea, but then with the dogs to groom, like they cannot take new customers. Yeah, unless you're gonna work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week or something. But to keep somewhat of a normal hours, a lot of the places cannot get any more clients because they're so busy already. So then they also have an internship or someone new to teach and everything. Yeah, that's a difficulty here as well.
Been dropped so many times in those situations, always found my spot on the right way to do things at work. What do you mean? I'm not too sure if I get what you mean. I'm sorry.
I do not have a target.
We've
Maybe
tried
as a
several
way-
shops here, here in this like city or whatever you need to call this. This gehucht.
Dorp.
Yeah. Well, the very first one I actually had had a job interview at. And I had such a good job interview at it that I really wanted to work there. But of course there was someone better than me. So they chose the one better than me.
Same here for the internship at one salon that I been going along with for a day.
Mm.
The other person had just a bit more experience in also the cutting part of the dogs, and that's the only difference it was. But they were so busy, they did tell me beforehand, like, we do prefer someone who already knows a thing or two, really.
Yeah.
Because they're crazy busy already. And
Hey,
the other
Vinci.
person had just a bit more experience, so yeah, it was too bad. Hey, Vinci.
Well, maybe you don't need a babysitter watching over your back to see if you're doing it right, but with UAV, they do want you that and want that. Yeah. And if they can't give you that, then you cannot work there.
Yeah, for me it's a totally new thing to learn, so I do need someone to show me the ropes.
Yeah, and for me, it's just like I can't immediately start working 24 hours a week. I have to build that up. But all the companies around here, I don't have time to build that kind up. Yeah, you have to do it immediately or not.
Yeah,
That's it, pretty much. Because I know I can work. But I've been
That's the
out of
thing.
work for like 4 years now. I can't just immediately start with a 40-hour job. That's gonna
that
kill
will
me.
turn out within a month.
Indeed.
Same thing here, that's why now I've been waiting for quite some time again to start something, because that's the same thing. Too many places are like, yeah, well, it's gotta be 30 or 40 hours a week to start with, otherwise it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, indeed.
And then I'm like, yeah, I don't need years to build it up, but I do need a little bit of time to build that up again. That resistance towards those situations.
Mm. Yeah, Stony, your sister is kind of in a dangerous situation there. It's rude. Your sister's working for 12 hours a week at the moment with the possibility to work longer hours eventually. Well, then you've got a 12-hour contract. If you ever get sick and you were like working 30 hours a week, they will only give you a social pay for over the hours you got on your contract. And that's how they...
F you over.
Yeah, indeed. Because I was getting paid like 800 to 900 euros a month, but my social pay is not even 200. Because there were only 12 hours on the contract. So I am not ever gonna take a 12-hour contract anymore. Never. It has to be like...
Work for 12 hours at that spot and then...
Yeah, but then I...
Contract with more hours, but
Not too sure if I will be able to pay my bills then, though.
yeah, true. Or have one job, 12 hours over there. If that goes well, get a second job with some hours over there. If the place
Oh,
accepts
got one.
partial hours.
Yeah, and that's a tax problem again. Especially because I have YouTube as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But that's a tax problem for like me. You could maybe try that out with 2 jobs. Because it is possible to have 2 jobs. You just have to know which one they have to use for most of the taxes and such. But with
Yeah.
me also having YouTube, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, there are some details to consider if with multiple jobs indeed.
My sister sits in a real good spot as her uitkering isn't lowered in pay as she can keep everything she works for. That's strange, because if I even, like,
Yeah, but it depends
work 2
on-
hours, I lose it.
Yeah, but it depends on the type of social pay you are at.
True.
There are differences in it. Because not with every social pay, they're allowed to say, "Oh, you're living with someone, he or she can pay for you." Not in every situation.
Well,
they're
that
allowed
is
to
what they
say
do
that.
with me.
Exactly, but it's not with every kind of social pay that it works that way.
Loktar, friend. What is it?
Although you may want to hurry.
Loktar, friend.
And for some, like for my type of social pay, I can work X amount of hours and earn a bit of income extra without it affecting the pay.
I require a
There is,
target.
however, a certain amount that they're saying like, yeah, then it will be affecting, but not instantly.
Yeah, for me it's instantly affecting because also the social pay is like nothing.
Yeah, and that is the most ridiculous to me. So
It's
there's
because
already-
it's a percentage that you can earn before it will affect your social pay. But if your social pay is like me and it's only 200 euros, then you will have those percent. Yeah, with 2 euros you will be over the percentage and you will lose your. Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
have like 1,000 euros a month, you can like still get a part-time job that you get 100 euro a month for, because you still won't get over the percentage point.
Yeah.
That's the effed up thing. Basically, if you have nothing, you can't earn anything, and if you have everything, you can earn a lot without any consequences to your social pay.
Yeah, less likely have consequences, or you need
It's
to do more.
something like 10% indeed.
10, 20, I thought, somewhere around
So
that.
20 euro is my percentage. That's it.
Yeah.
I already hit that with YouTube. Well, okay, this month barely, but still. I was, okay? I was. I switch character maybe. But yeah, it's just strange sometimes, cause being sick and not being able to work, and in a combination with the government not giving me pretty much not giving me anything to survive on, has cost me over 50,000 euros now.
Yeah, that sucks. That's a lot.
Dat zucht. Sorry. I have to do that kind of stuff because otherwise I'll just get grumpy, and I don't want that. Because I'm still in a situation I should be smiling, and I'm still in a situation where I am very appreciated for the fact that I'm able to do YouTube and I'm able to have my pets and everything. Hey, Mr. Fox. And I definitely do not want to complain about my situation, because I definitely should not do that. It's not like I'm gonna lose my house in a few months or something like that, you know? There is no serious problem yet.
Nah, it's not indeed a crazy struggle, but
So I just try to focus on the things that are good. like being as crazy with you to do Dragon Soul for 100th time now. Oh, where am I going? Wrong way. I shaked with my mouse too much. Then I lost the route.
Yeah, especially in the cave, if you do that.
Yeah. I
get
turned around.
disorientated a lot.
Turn around. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm too silly today.
Yeah.
And now I've got a really silly song in my head.
Oh.
Do you want to hear it?
I don't know, I'm starting to doubt.
You don't know? I'm not sure if you know it, but I'm not wearing underwear today. No, I'm not wearing underwear today. A really weird, silly song. Not that song. Lol mini. I am wearing underwear, by the way. I was just singing it.
Disclaimer before everyone goes nuts.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos. No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Okay.
Might not be said correctly.
It is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then I was just in time.
Oh, and now Skittle is coming, huh? I start singing and Skittle has waken up.
Beast
Skiddly.
has awakened.
The beast. Wake the Kraken! Oh. Meant to turn around song. Oh, okay. I should learn the whole lyrics so I could, like, sing more of it. I can only, like, neurieën the thing. How are the cats behaving with the aquarium? Well, since the stuffed animals are still on there, they have not tried to stand on top of it. Skittle jumped, like, on my desk for the very first time. Like, from the floor to my desk. She never did that. She fell.
Opgaan. Leer je van Skittle.
Yeah, indeed. But KK and Twinkie are not interested at all. I've pretty much sewn together a few of these Pokemon plushies that I have. I've sewn them together with fishing thread, so you can't really see it. So in that way I have a possibility to just pick up one plushie and take them off the aquarium all at once. Otherwise, I will be, like, putting these plushies there way too many times. I landed.
Yeah, me as well.
So who's gonna start?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, I pulled now. I did say we're talking too much. But it's fine with me. I'd rather have us talking a lot than just complete silence. You are in combat. What? Okay.
Maybe because
Oh! Yep. I'm still in combat. Oh, no, I'm not.
I wanted to say, no, it shouldn't anymore.
Are the heroes of legend.
Also, another note, I got another a nest of albino longfins going at the moment. Seeing the axe hanging from things they spawn in. Nice, nice. Snoose already likes the Loch Ness monster though. I have to put it away or it gets eaten. Oh my god. I gave Stony a crocheted Loch Ness monster. And now the cats are attacking it. Another 60 is fish. Wow. I'm gonna have 4 tiny, tiny goldfish in a 700 liters aquarium.
Not necessarily. I believe
I'm gonna make a short eventually where you can see that we're building the aquarium. And then I put like the old aquarium in front of the new aquarium. And I film a little bit of the old one. And then switch to the new one. And everyone is gonna be like, what?
We can turn Deathwing's own power back against him.
You want a few of those long fins to add to the collection? Got loads of them at the moment. I'm not too sure if that's a good combination with fancy goldfish. In general, fancy goldfish are kept with only fancy goldfish. Or like a really, really big pleco. L144 albino longfins. Wait. Oh, is that a bristlenose? Albino bristlenose pleco? Well, it's not like I'm scared that the longfin will do anything with the goldfish. I'm more scared that the goldfish will do anything with the longfin and then hurt themselves because the longfin has a defense. They are stupid fish. Fancy goldfish are stupid fish. It is recommended to literally just put water in your aquarium and nothing else but the fish. No decorations. Well, you can do like really fine sand as substrate. But with decorations, they're just gonna knock it over, hurt their fins with it, hurt their eyes with it. They are really clumsy, stupid fish.
Stony, the goldfish can still hurt themselves if there's an armored longfin in there.
Yeah, indeed. If it's armored, then wow.
The longfin will be fine, just not the goldfish.
The goldfish will be like, oh, I'm gonna kiss those barbs, and then it just stings itself in its mouth.
And it loses an eye and such.
Yeah, indeed. I will do some research, and I will also ask the fancy goldfish stone. What? Fancy goldfish stone store? Wow. Words do not work this week. But anyway, what I wanted to say is I'm gonna ask the owner of the fancy goldfish store as well. He has been successful in keeping all kind of fancy goldfish for years, like long, many years. And he says to pretty much not combine them with any others. They will be a nice addition to the tank though, yeah, true. Let me just do some more research. Temperature 23 to 27. That's a little high for my goldfish.
Bring them down.
How big do they get? I have no idea. I can't find that. Not so fast, exactly. But goldfish, as in the fancy goldfish that I'm gonna keep, are kept in between 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. Only 12 centimeters? Seriously?
I need a target.
That's a tiny, tiny pleco.
Something first.
I saw like a really big one, about 50 to 60 centimeters pleco in the shop that we got the aquarium at yesterday. Huge ass thing.
I don't have a target.
That's a different species. Yeah. They are also not suitable for goldfish. Because they will try to like suckle on the goldfish. Pretty much suckling their slime coat off and everything. Eventually their whole scales and such. So they're not so good with goldfish.
I can't attack that target. I need
The ones you are growing are 12-ish centimeters.
I need a target.
What temperature do you keep them on? Like, are they able to survive between 20 and 22 degrees Celsius? Or is that too low? Because if I'm gonna make it higher, my goldfish are gonna be even like stupider. Slower and all. I think at least, but... What kind of fish have you ever kept, Sid?
The guppies, that's for sure. And
I sense a great disturbance
at
in the
one
balance.
time,
The chaos.
as a kid, I caught all kinds of small fish from a creek
Okay,
and kept them.
cool.
But mainly my mom had the most aquarium and diversity in the fish.
Ah,
She had all kinds of a pretty warm temperature.
tropical
That-
fish.
Yeah. And I know she had one fish that cleans algae and such,
Mm-hmm.
but it was bright yellow.
Cool.
Kind of a weird flat shape, but it was a cool one.
It is done.
What else did she
Our
had?
power
All
now
kinds of
resides
things.
within the dragon soul.
Sort of silver yellow, yeah, 2-3 centimeter fish. Not much bigger, but silver yellowish
Will not fail you.
shine to it.
Will not
Okay.
fail this world.
What else? We
That's
had eel-like fish,
Cool.
maybe 5 centimeters. I don't know the name, but I do definitely like those. Although if you have a pump, our pump was in the aquarium.
Oh. Oh
It would have
no.
gotten. They were so small, they would have gotten into the pump and everything. The
No.
smallest little opening, and they can fit through it. But they were really cool. They were like eel-like fish, but just
Cool.
maybe 5 centimeters long. Really small.
At the moment, they are in the tank for 26 degrees, but if you're not breeding, you can keep them above 20. Mostly kept around 24. They outgrow the tank is set to 24. To breed tanks both set to 26.
I need to target.
Oh, that's still on the warm side for my goldfish. I firstly gotta see what the temperature is gonna be like when it's just standing in the room with the water. Because with goldfish you don't necessarily need a heater. But I will definitely let you know if I want to have a few.
One thing that I thought was cool, at some point with my mom, we were in a pet store, and the fish area, they had the tiniest piranhas.
Oh, really?
In a fish tank. Yeah, but they were like a few centimeters big.
Cool.
So for you, they are not dangerous. Also, if you feed them on time, they won't bite or like chop off your fingers or something. They're not that vicious if they're just fed on time, and they're really small actually. But I thought that was cool as well. They have a tank full of tiny piranhas.
Indeed, Stony, indeed. I'm gonna keep the ones that do not survive the temperatures of a pond. And pretty much the filthiness of a pond, pretty much. Well, I hope to be able to pick up a few fish, like not this weekend, but the weekend after. Hopefully. But indeed, if you're going with the common goldfish, yeah, those should go in a pond, not in an aquarium. Oh, you also have a zebra pleco? Nice. I've got like a plushie zebra pleco on the aquarium at the moment. Wait, I'll send you a picture. Oh my god, if you could fix me one of those, definitely I want to have one of those.
If there's any fish I want one of those.
Yeah, I tried to get one.
Oh, cool.
I tried to get one, but it was a little pricey.
Yeah, but if you want something special, that's often the case.
It really depends.
150 for one?
Yeah.
Oh. Dude.
Do let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I can go.
Good.
Don't worry about me. Stop the destroyer. Ain't you Falana, Darini?
No, that's the whole thing. 150 for one of these tiny fish. I'm not too sure if I want to do that.
I once visited someone who had an awesome aquarium, but she also there was like a pufferfish, some breed of pufferfish she had.
Okay.
That was kind of cool too. It looked cute. But that also takes quite some care with water and environment and everything.
What the heck was that?
Oh, that's today. I was about to walk the dogs, and I was in the hallway, and sound came out of the bathroom.
There was something at my front door. I think I just got mail, that's it.
Ah, that's possible too. I have things moving today, that's weird. Some things fell off the shelf in the bathroom. Like a half hour after I've been there. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, and mine.
But,
well, at least I can see the mail now.
Yeah.
Oh, don't take my headset with me.
Almost done with the fiery grip. Almost done.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Those are my new lenses.
Oh.
On the box, happy to see you. Shall I kill these and then switch?
Yeah, we can do that.
Go.
Mine is at 8.
Oh.
I don't need a whole lot.
Yay, first one. I know you sent a picture, but my god, I can't find it. I think it's so tiny. Will you actually be able to find that in a 700 liters aquarium? Well, of course, if I like, it's bare bottom and everything, so I guess you should be able to find it.
Like the yellow
No,
fish
my
on,
goodness.
the yellow fish I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was at least 10 centimeters long, bright yellow. And at some point my mom was doing a thorough clean in the tank and rearrange some plants and add these kind of things as well.
Mm-hmm.
And clean the bottom, sand or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And don't think she ever found that fish. She was like, did it just die? Did it got eaten? Where is it off?
Yeah,
A bright
indeed.
yellow fish, couldn't find it. She had this one sort of tree branch in there.
Mm-hmm.
She checked the whole thing. That part was out of the water for hours. And at some point everything was set up, and the next day, hey, there's the orange fish.
What?
Wherever it was for hours, it was not in the tank. Because
Wow.
we had most of the dirt out of it and a few centimeters of water. There was barely anything left in it. Just the tiniest drop so the fish can still survive.
Mm-hmm.
And nowhere to be seen. And the next day it was just there. Where it went off of, a bright yellow fish. We did not find it at that point. So you're saying you should be able to find it? Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Those L046 are so pricey because it's an endangered species, as their living grounds have been destroyed by the building of dams. Ooh. I think I heard that earlier, indeed. To be exact, from the guy who sold me the aquarium, because I was talking about those zebra plectos with him. Oh, come on, you bastard. No, you're not gonna get it? Okay. Da manite. The only thing is, they stay so tiny. And with such a big aquarium as I have, you kind of want to have one that gets 50 to 60 centimeters. Because eventually, like, I think the zebra pleco is gonna stay small enough for the goldfish to eat it. Because a goldfish will eat anything that fits in its mouth. Even its own plants in the aquarium. Yes, it will try. Okay, I've got one. And goldfish will keep on going until they choke. Because then eventually they are no more, of course. Yeah, giant pleco, yeah.
Dumb goldfish. Also heard that some people have like shrimp or anything in an aquarium. I think that's kind of funny too.
Yeah, I was actually sometimes, at some point, I was thinking about keeping a lobster.
Yeah,
An
something
electric
like that.
blue lobster. Those are like bright blue lobsters.
Wait.
Or am I saying the wrong thing again? Was it cobalt blue? It's either electric or cobalt blue.
Oh, I just put in blue lobster, but they are blue.
Yeah, they are blue.
It's blue.
I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die. But in my opinion, they are a little difficult to keep.
I wouldn't have any clue about that.
But yeah, I kind of settled on the fact that I'm not gonna combine any other different fish than fancy goldfish in this aquarium. What is the minimum size of tank you need for like a zebra pleco? The L046. Marmor lobsters? I'm not too sure what that is.
I'm finding a lot, but no lobster.
Marmor kreeft. Marmor kreeft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just the general one we eat, don't we?
Yeah, it's the same as if I have the space, I wouldn't mind having a pig. Or something like that. You know?
No, the ones that I really like is the blue Florida one. The actual name is Procambarus alleni. But yeah, I won't be able to keep those in like the aquarium with the goldfish. I'm not too sure. 60 to 80 liters. Nah, I don't have that. As for tank size, for the L048, I think 80 long, 40 deep and wide. For one? Even though it only gets like 10 centimeters long, it needs a tank of 80 centimeters long? What?
Yeah. Some needs more space, I guess.
That sounds so strange for me. Needing 8 times the length of yourself. Okay. Don't forget to check the ones you've done. Because you want to do it again, right? Or...
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let me also Hearthstone and such.
If you want to start breeding with them. Well, I'm not so sure if I want to do that. It really depends on how that works. Needs to be at least 26 degrees to keep. Huh? 26 degree or more to keep them. Ah. I thought you just said over 20 and 26 for if you're breeding them. Now I'm getting confused. Getting the information the first time is always confusing. I've had the same with the hognose snake. And there's always a lot of people telling a lot of different things. Oh, the zebra plecos are kept hotter than the long fins you were talking about. The 26 degrees for breeding was for the long fins. My god.
Ah.
Ugh. Too much information. I know I'm disorientated again.
I just googled shrimp aquarium. It just came out of a whole a picture with all kinds of colors of shrimps. It's like a bag of Skittles.
And don't ask for it. But yeah, it seems like a zebra pleco needs like just as much room as a goldfish needs. That indeed looks like a bag of Skittles. As if you just dropped a bag of Skittles in your aquarium. Wow. The small long fins can go in about 3 months as they are big enough to vent for themselves. Okay. Yeah, as I said, if I really want to keep some of those, I'll just have to set up a separate tank for it, because I'm not going to combine them with my goldfish. I just don't want to take the risk.
I just need more space. I want too much.
I get that. I get that. I could like fill the whole room with a lot of aquariums, but yeah. I said that to Mr. Fox, and Mr. Fox was like, well, I'd rather have you take like one huge aquarium than 20 small ones. So that's how we came to a huge one. Yeah, indeed. No, but also goldfish, you can keep like 1 in 100 liters, and then for any extra fish, you're gonna add 40 liters per fish. And since I wanted to at least keep like 10, yeah, then you need to get a big tank. No, Meanie, don't be like me. Don't have 8 fish tanks in one room. Well, it is possible to just give me fish that are very young, 1 centimeters long, but I'll have to set up a separate tank for it. And as I said, I don't want to combine them with my goldfish, so if I'm ever gonna keep them, they are gonna have a separate tank. And probably, if Mr. Fox is hearing this, he's gonna come home and he's like, nope! 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 Because it was already pretty difficult to get him to approve the hognose snake. So, he's not gonna like another aquarium. And I don't need it in general. Because if I would get anything I would like, my god, I would like need 4 times this house.
Yeah, it's the same thing as I would like to have a big dog at some point, but I would need a way better living place in distance size.
Yeah, a big dog is not gonna work out that much.
Or I need to walk it like 5 hours a day.
We would need a castle, definitely. Definitely. A castle with like a lot of land around it as well. Because I
And a
would
piece of
definitely need a duck pond. And if you're having duck, why not make the pond big enough to put koi in it? Why not like make it even bigger so you even can have swans swimming in it?
If I'm gonna get a castle, I want a moat around it. And having all kinds of animals swimming in there.
Meteen een gracht eromheen, indeed.
Ja, ik hoop de gracht eromheen, krokodil erin, klaar.
Oh, die kan Luc wel regelen, die krokodil.
My dad has a canal in front of his house, and he's sometimes been joking about it. Maybe I should get a crocodile and put it in the canal.
Then truly we are lost.
I highly doubt the neighborhood will like it, but...
That's a
And
different thing.
then my dad was considering, maybe if I can get a remote control crocodile, put it in the water to scare people. Things like that.
Converge the magical matrix contained within the dragon soul.
No, but with a castle there should be a big moat around it, and then indeed a whole bunch of fish and ducks and water animals.
I sense danger. It is a trap, carefully laid for us at this crucial moment.
But yeah, the main thing is that I do not want to risk like a life of a longfin or the zebra pleco, just because I want to try and combine them with goldfish, even though like a lot of people in the goldfish community just say no, don't combine them with anything. Because either
Yeah,
it's a
maybe
risk for the goldfish or it is a risk for the other fish that joins the goldfish.
The longfin or the zebra pecker might not be the problem, but if the goldfish is that stupid, as you were saying,
Well, most of the
it's a
time,
danger
yes.
to itself. So if it's then smart to combine it with
Well,
all kinds of things.
It is a danger to itself. That's why you don't
Yeah.
want to have any decorations in it, or if you have it, smooth decorations. No
round it
pointy
up, no
things.
sharp edges.
Indeed,
Like kids. No hard surfaces, no sharp edges.
exactly. And most of the time they are just kept on room temperature, so no
Thermometer in it.
Warmy thingy my boober. No warmy thingy my boober needed. It's just that our living room can get cold in the winter, that we did get a filter with the combination of a warm thingy my boober. So we can turn it on whenever we want to keep it stable. But it should, they all should be able to just thrive on room temperature water.
Speak to me when you are ready to begin.
Let me know when you change your mind. You know where to find them. Don't get them at the shop. No, at the shop, most of them are not that great, actually. I think... Well, okay, one time it was my fault they died. I had two plecos. I think they told me they would only grow to like 15 centimeters, but not bigger. I forgot the name, but I did have two of them. one was my fault that he died. The other one died like in the first 48 hours I had it. So I guess there was already something wrong with him. The other one died because I did not have a brain. My brain melted or something. I had a lot of algae on my plants, and on the internet they said, go bleach your plants. So what did I do? I put my plants in diluted bleach. And indeed, all the algae fell off pretty much after like a few minutes. So I rinsed them and stuff like that, put them back and blah blah blah, and I was done. Next day, there was a floating, bloated pleco on the surface of my water. That's because of the gas of the bleach. Because they did not warn me that you should not do that if you have plecos, because plecos suck on the plants. And if you bleach the plants, it will go into the plants and release into the water eventually and kill all the other fish as well. Yeah, internet is nice, right? I think that happened about, well, at least a few years ago. I think I was living in Zeist, so at least 4 years ago now. You should have just left the pleco to eat it. It did not. It definitely did not. That was the whole reason there was algae on the plants. I had him from the start of the whole aquarium. The plants were perfectly clean. He would not eat the algae. Not on the glass either. It would only eat its pleco tablet thingy-maboobas. It was too much for the pleco, he couldn't handle it. Yeah. But that was the whole problem. The pleco wouldn't eat it. So I had to get rid of it in some other way. Which should have not been that way. That's something I learned. But hey, in keeping any kind of animal, people will make mistakes. And of course, sometimes it's a mistake where the pet does not survive the mistake. And that's the worst thing that could happen, of course. But at the same time, I don't think people should be treated harshly just because they made a mistake.
Yeah, that tends to happen often. How did you consider this a good idea? Or from some dog training videos, some people at first seem so dumb. But people going off in the comments, but by the end of the time, the person did learn more about the dog and change their perspective. So then it's like, why do you need to go off because they made a mistake, they were wrong about the information? Or like one person was always had cats and then got a small dog, but because of the size of the dog, she thought it would have cat-like behaviors. She didn't know a whole lot about dogs, anything. But, so everyone was going off, like, how can you think it's the same? But she did immediately step up to learn about dogs and what to do, or training and walking and certain things, and she immediately changed up as soon as she knew. So yeah, she made a mistake. She had no clue about dogs, and at some point, yeah, it's stupid to think that it's the same or need the same things. But on the other hand,
I do get it where it comes from as well.
Yeah, and if you never learned about dogs, some people don't even know where milk comes from. Milk from a cow? Really?
I thought it came from the fabric.
Yeah.
The maker thingy-maboobers.
So this woman as well, yeah, she was wrong on thinking that a small dog would be the same as a cat. But she did step up immediately, learning about dogs and some basic training, and she immediately picked it up on how to do it properly.
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, she made a mistake, but she wasn't incompetent to keep
learn.
going the same way. She did change the way. It was a bit dumb, but she changed up and learned about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that's also what a lot of people forget, maybe. To give a chance to learn.
It's also, with cats and dogs, we already know a lot. As in, like, the human already knows a lot about dogs and cats. But for example, if you take the sugar glider, oh my god, I think you could find 100 different ways on how to keep them. And what you should do and what you should not do. But there is not so much actual research behind it to prove what would actually be the good thing to do.
Yeah.
And
still,
yeah,
even though we know as a human, as a species, know about cats and dogs,
doesn't mean every human does.
Are so wide ranged. Also about the grooming, some people are okay if you just shave the wire-haired dog. Yeah, I wouldn't. Not just like that. Because it can give a skin condition at some point. So there are so many, and some people are like, that's nothing, that's whatever, or they don't want to put in the effort to socialize their dog, so the grooming is less stressful. So because it's stressful, we're just gonna shave it instead of fucking or whatever.
Yeah, you've got enough people. You also have enough people, like some people I know, that are just like, a dog doesn't need that. Just in general, it doesn't need that.
Then
It doesn't have to go to the hairdresser.
Come off of some of these dogs. The how filthy these secretly can be. It's crazy. It looks kind of clean until you check the water from the dog, and it's like, nah, no, that does not look clean or anywhere near clear.
Yeah.
And yeah, some dog breeds and coat types, and with cats as well, need less maintenance.
Yeah, like my cat's European short hair. You pretty much don't have to do much with them.
Grooming wise, it's your preference.
Yeah.
You want to groom them properly 2 times a year during shedding, so your whole house isn't covered.
Yeah, indeed.
It's your preference. You want to clip the nails so the nails are a little less sharp. It's your
Preference. Indeed.
But if you have like a Maine Coon or anything,
oh,
you need to comb those several times.
Because otherwise they're gonna be knots in the hair on certain places, and oh my god, I've seen so many things at Dr. Paul that I'm like, what?
Ow.
A knot around the leg that actually cut open the leg.
Yeah, these.
Like, what? I knew that it wasn't good to not comb long-haired animals, but I did not knew yet that something like that could happen.
Cat, same as if a long-haired animal has too much knots and almost dreadlocks, it can just become like the skin can kind of rip open like a scratched wound or something. Just because of the tension and pulling of the hair.
Yeah.
because it's so knotted up, it keeps pulling on the skin.
Mm.
So yeah, it does depend on the breed of the animal. And also,
Yeah, basically the hair type.
yeah.
Hair and
also
skin
what
type.
you want from the animal.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have a farm and you have a farm dog that's always outside, do you really need to go wash it every time? If it's never going inside the house and the dog is healthy and not, then I can understand that someone's like, yeah, well, why should I?
Hmm. Lobster tank is the only tank I do nothing about. Don't clean it or feed it as self-sufficient biotope. Oh, cool. That's nice. Yeah, with goldfish, I pretty much just learned, or not just, but I learned that they are the pugs of fish. They are overly bred like crazy into the best form, into the best fattiness and everything like that. So it's already a very sick fish, so to say. It is also a very stupid fish that will just swim against anything it could swim against, pretty much. And I'm not saying that it doesn't have a brain or something. Yeah, there are a lot of goldfish keepers that can make their goldfish play baseball or basketball, whatever. They make some kind of creative thingy-maboober in the aquarium, and they will swim through the rings and all that kind of stuff. But
With his football team of fish.
yeah, indeed, I think those were also goldfish.
Yeah.
But oh, I got one.
Nice.
But in general, these are handicapped fish. You don't want to keep them in natural environments, because they don't survive in natural environments. It's like trying to keep a tetra on room temperature water. It's not gonna survive because it needs way warmer water.
That's what we also had a lot of, tetras.
Yeah, those are awesome if you have a lot.
We had quite a school of them.
I knew a YouTuber that had like a tank like mine. It was about 500 to 600 liters. And he had about 200 to 300 neon tetras, and that's it.
Oh.
With a planted aquarium, there's literally like grass on the bottom and all that kind of beautiful stuff. Oh my god.
If I ever go for an aquarium, I do want the decoration of plants and such.
I don't, because it's very, very difficult to keep if you're not really sure what you're doing, and
It would be
you will
something
need
different.
cleaning fish for sure.
Yeah, that's also why we had the bright yellow one. And his eel-like little fishies were cleaners as well.
Okay.
We did have quite some, 3 or 4 different species of cleaners.
Yeah. You always need a few species, so you're sure that everything filthy will get attacked immediately, pretty much. And with most planted aquarium, you do need a CO2 thingy. What?
Yeah, Estonia, he says, you want a cool fish to keep, get a sweetwater pufferfish.
Oh, no. I tried those. I tried those 2 times. I've sent you pictures of them when I got them back at the time.
But they look cute.
They are very cute, and in general, you would say they would be easy, but they are not. I have kept them in a community tank, and they would get stuck in between everything. They would try to eat everything, and they will pretty much ruin all the plants that you've got, basically.
They were doing
Can't carry
everything.
anything more. Oh my god. Oops.
Wow.
I'm just gonna delete some stuff like this. But, I kind of lost
Sweet
my
water puffer
train of
fish.
thought.
Get stuck, eat everything.
Oh yeah, they ruin your
everything.
plans and stuff like that. So eventually I was like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna set up a separate tank for them. Because then at least I don't have to be scared about interaction between species. So I got about like 6 of these. Put them in the tank that was like circled for a month or so. They died after 24 hours.
Okay.
You were talking about a big one. Oh, yeah, those need to go to salt water later on. Those won't be able to survive on fresh water. In their younger years they can, but they go to brackish.
You have accomplished the impossible.
Yeah, what?
Seated where all Azeroth
Brakwater. Dat is tussen zout en zoet in.
take from it what you will.
Yeah, okay.
You have more than earned the right.
Although you may want to hurry.
Yeah, but in general, puffers are not that easy. I would not say, oh, start with those. Those are great. Wouldn't say that about goldfish either, because goldfish are very, very filthy, filthy, stupid fish.
I need a target. I need to target something first. I don't have time.
Grows up to 80 centimeters, but you will need a 700 liter tank for them. Well, I do have a 700 liter tank for goldfish.
It's a large one.
Mm.
Yeah, aquarium hobby .be. I'm gonna send you the picture. There's a dude on top. That's how big this aquarium is.
Mm. Yeah.
I can feel the elements awakening, rejoicing.
Nope. Still nothing. Again?
Yeah, sure.
Okie dokie.
Going for 131st attempt on 12B. I'm at 130 right now.
I'm at 101. And I can't Hearthstone. Need to wait a minute. Literally.
Oh, this is a cool idea as well.
What?
Oh, come on, let me send this.
Would be so cool to have one though. I'm not too fond of these puffer thingies.
On that site there was a bar-like aquarium.
Oh, cool. And it's a salt one as well. Cool.
Salt one?
Yeah, I see all those colorful fish in there. That's At least if the aquarium that shows me when I click the link, that's the saltwater one. Because you see corals and like really, really bright fish. You have to go for shopping. We'll be back later. See you later, Stony. Stay safe. Now I can relog.
Yay!
Yay! Probably Microfriedrich you are looking at with a... What? I was looking at an aquarium that Sid sent to me. Not a specific fish. Had one not knowing it needed half brackish water. Okay. Oh, seems this character was ready for a return to Karazhan. No, we were not talking about a puffer at that moment. Pa-pa-pam, pa-pa-pam. I'm on my way.
Yeah, me as well.
Cool. Yeah, I won't even be able to call out all the fish that I ever kept. I know I had a few, like, aquarium frogs. Albino ones. That's when I realized that fish, especially frogs, could jump out of the aquarium.
Yeah.
Like, again, I did not have a brain.
Frogs can be jumpy. Toads
Yeah.
not so much, but frogs, yeah.
And eventually, Mr. Fox has seen this fish as well. I had like a tiny cichlid, and they said it was like a good community fish. Well, it was not, because I put it in my community tank, and it started chasing all my fish and killing all my fish, until I only had him left.
Wow.
Yep. And he would not go. It literally had to find a new owner for him because he would not go. Yeah, that was a really aggressive one. That one in particular really was not a community fish. And then again, I've got like a muskus turtle, and I read about them being able to just eat fish. And I was like, oh, why am I not just giving him a present and give him live fish to chase around? They give him fish, and he doesn't do anything with them. Yep. Well, eventually, when we got more, he was able to grab some, so now we have less, but now we're back on, I think, 5 or 4, no, I think 5 guppies with our muskus turtle.
With around 5. Leia said, like, I ain't doing anything with it.
Uh-huh.
Something like that is also something I've been thinking of, like a turtle or anything.
Yeah, but a lot of species actually grow really big. Especially, like, tortoises.
So I don't need the bicycle to go somewhere.
Advance to the Twilight's hammer is retreating.
No. That would be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of these things do come up and I'm like, that would be cool. But if I would be really following through with it, I don't know.
I would love to have a few goats and a few sheep.
Yeah.
I would love to have that.
Well, a few pigs, few goats, sheep.
Nah, I don't need pigs.
Ducks.
Oh,
the
I
goats
want to
are
have the
smart.
mini goats.
I would, yeah, these pygmy goats.
Yeah, the pygmy goats, indeed.
But with pigs, they're so smart. I can see myself walking the dogs and the pig. Definitely. Leash up the pig, let's go.
I need to target
Yeah.
something first. I do not have a target.
And in high
Gonna do the
school,
final
a
things and then
classmate-
I'm going for groceries. Enjoy the stream. See you later, Mr. Fox.
See you later.
Sorry, I was
Nah,
going
no
through you.
But in high school, a classmate, they had a few potbelly pigs at home.
Cool.
They were friendly, cool animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun to watch, and all the sounds they make, it's funny.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind having half a zoo.
It's no use. The power of the dragon soul is too great. Cannot wield it safely. Reaching forces within it may be the doom of us all.
Then truly, we are lost.
Not necessarily. I believe, yes, it just might work. The focusing iris within the Eye of Eternity may allow us to converge the magical matrix contained within the Dragon Soul.
Yeah, sorry, that's me.
I thought it was coming from me, and I'm like, what are you living about?
No, that was mine.
Okay.
At this crucial moment.
We have no choice. We must have faith in our allies.
Then I will open the way into the Eye of Eternity. You must not fail. The future of Azeroth hinges on your actions.
I really do hate the looks of the pre-patch gear.
Yeah. Why do you think a lot of people are on the Grand Expedition Yaka to put a transmog?
True, true. I'm too lazy for that.
I do not have
I
a target.
usually am too, but with some
I need to target
characters,
something first. I do not
like
have
this
a
one I
target.
did just as well, where I'm like, no, I like
Require a target.
the way she looked with her hair in the face. I don't want the disgusting helmet
I do
on.
not have a target.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just the helmet, it's like everything is
Everything looks
fugly.
weird. It looks so weird.
It's fugly. But yeah, I do have like 3 or 4 characters on item level 250 plus now.
They have returned.
Yeah, for me 3.
Entirely unexpected.
Well, also 3 or 4.
Nice.
Excellent. We will begin the ritual.
And I leveled Mini Gnomi and All You.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
to level 60.
I've leveled a few things as well. What have I been leveling?
I don't know.
My mage does need a few XP to be 60,
You must protect us from
and non-Hu is
while we
55.
imbue the dragon
So it's
soul
kind of fun.
Nice.
the power of the aspects. Speak to me when you are ready to begin.
But in general, about keeping pets, there's when you're starting with something, as in you're completely new to it and you don't know anything, it's very difficult to actually get the correct information. Because one person will say one thing and the other person will say the other thing, and it will pretty much just cross each other. Where One person is saying, no, you can't keep a hognose in a big enclosure because it will never start eating if you do that. Another one says it's never gonna eat if it doesn't have a hide. The other one says it's never gonna eat if it's gonna be too humid. All that kind of stuff. But in the end...
They had a snake with a certain personality that was like, nah, it's too humid. Because if cats and dogs can have personalities, why not with snakes or anything else?
Yeah, indeed.
So I also think with especially these more unknown pets, that stories can also differ because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone had a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
Same for me with the rats. Yeah, this rat cannot go with others. It's too aggressive. Then I'm like, yeah, but it's a group animal. It should live in a group and function. But yeah, with the situation, I think they placed that rat together with a already pregnant or just given birth rat. So the mother rat was rather feisty and protective. And then with a bit more dominant rat, it's just a wrong match.
Yeah.
So there is so many different experiences and situations, and it can occur in a lot of information and misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also for me why I'm not gonna put in the effort and everything for another pet. Because at the moment I'm busy enough and stressing enough. So learning about a different kind of pet is, that's not in my headspace.
Yeah, I get that.
I am thinking about stuff sometimes or what I would enjoy, but to really go through with it, I'm definitely gonna wait with that for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I first want, the education at school, the theoretical stuff is going. So now I first want internship to be going. And then after that, maybe learn about a different species of animals to keep as a pet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're looking at me with the hognose snake, I do have some snake experiences with the corn snakes that I kept. And of course, it's a different species, so there are gonna be differences. I mean, I did not have to check the humidity for my corn snakes, because it was always okay. Because they can handle like a real huge difference in humidity. A hognose snake likes to keep it dry, so it needs a lower humidity in general to stay happy.
But still, the general experience of having a snake already does make it a little easier.
Yeah, indeed, because you already know it doesn't eat lettuce, it eats mice. For example.
Yeah.
Just for example, because not a lot of people know that you actually can feed like lettuce and stuff to koi fish and goldfish and even some other kind of fish.
At some point I've never really heard of it, but if I think of it, but yeah, they can eat grass or seaweed, or what's different from a leaf of lettuce compared to a leaf of a different plant.
Yeah, because they will ruin all the plants you have in your pond. Because they like vegetables. They actually like vegetables.
So it's not too far-fetched, personally.
But not a lot of people think about it, that they can actually feed vegetables to their fish.
Same here. I've never heard of it before, but now if I think of it, I'm like, it's not too far-fetched. I already like vegetation and such things, so...
I mean, there are snakes that are stupid enough to start eating themselves. They do not realize that they've got their own tail in their stomach. They won't. They will keep on going. And that's why I say goldfish are also stupid fish, because they will not be aware of their surroundings or something. They will pierce themselves on a pin if they could.
Yeah, same kind of idea as my dogs. Especially Mu is stupid enough.
Turning around, smock on the table.
Oh, and I got these thick wooden oak tables.
Oh, yup.
Heavy. They won't budge. They're not budging.
Yeah, but at the same time, she is not actually stupid.
No,
Because she is
so
smart enough.
She can has these such a stupid moments where you're like, you're not even looking where you're going, you're just going.
Yep.
And then it stops because there's a table or something which has been there for quite some time. But yeah,
Oh.
she isn't
Talking
really
about something that is got.
stupid, but
Sometimes she is just clumsy and likes to play like she's stupid.
yeah.
But about being clumsy and everything and things standing somewhere for like years. I don't even know. I think I was doing something with the pop figures that we have. And I was not looking where I was going. So I literally hit the keukentrapje.
Yeah.
Ja, hoe heet dat ding? Like a little kitchen step-up thingy-maboober so you can reach higher. I hit that with my shin. And then I tried to catch myself by throwing my foot in front of me. And then my foot was like, nope. And now my ankle hurts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was being a Leo today. You know, today was gonna be the first time in like 2 weeks ago that I was gonna go sport again, and now I had to cancel again. This is so sucky. It always has to happen on that kind of moment, right? Why could that not just happen tomorrow? After sports?
Yeah.
You know what? I would even had it better if it would happen at sports. Because then I would at least have been doing something.
Yeah.
And not just cleaning my house and then being Leo.
Yeah. Why is everything going to you?
Don't know.
I'm right here. You walked past by me and just... They're ignoring me.
I've got one of 8. Got one.
Yep.
Come. You bastard.
Oh. Still the wrong one.
Oh no. Stop maar. Begin maar helemaal opnieuw.
Yep. Stupid, hideous automation. It walked past, just through me
Wow.
towards you. We
Meow meow, get all the mounts for your wall. Hi, Crafter.
Hey, Crafter.
I got one again. Hope you're doing well, Crafter.
I require a target.
Shoot! I killed the wrong one.
Mine is at 7.
Oh, nice.
If I do this. Dude, go. And then grab this one. Oh, come on, pick the last one, please.
Yeah, there it goes.
It took me 10 tries, but
I need to target something first.
Yay! I hope I'm doing well also. Typically corrupt. And I was already thinking, for as far going well can go well for you.
You have accomplished the impossible. Succeeded where all Azeroth feared you would fail. Before you
But we all got our own kind of standards on when we say it's going well or something.
earned the right.
Although you may want to hurry.
Lokar, friend. What you have done
I do not have a target. Too far away.
I will cleanse
I need to
whatever
target
corruption
something
I
first.
can. My fire will not harm you.
Now give me the mount!
I will bring you closer to the Emerald Tree. Seek safety.
And then we never have to do this again.
Excellent work. The fire of my heart glows with a brilliant purity unmatched. Every spark of it I will channel into the dragon soul.
Getting is conquering the final capital. Even the Emerald Tree trembles. If we are to stop the sun, we must attack it together.
Nope, nothing interesting.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm not sure if I want to do it again.
I was about to ask, do you want to do it a few more times or not?
Hmm. You know what? Als je twijfelt, moet je het niet doen. So, I'm done. I'm gonna do some more world bosses, I think, just to change up a little bit. That's how I tend to do stuff now. I do a character, the world bosses, and then I try to do a few times a dungeon or raid, and then I'm back to world bosses, and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah, for me as well. I try to do the list with a character, and both the dungeons, raids, and the bosses.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna try for the bosses again. Because after this morning with the shot, at some point, like, nah, I'm not. No, not for now. It's okay.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
First there was a bug, and then I missed it because it was making the screenshot of the.
Yeah, of the Ring of Fire.
Yeah. It's the actual alarm mount, but it did look really cool.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few world bosses, see how much I can do. I've got about 22 more minutes on the stream. And we're already on 3 hours then.
Yeah, it goes fast.
Yeah, we did freaking Dragon Soul 5 times.
I think we've been talking too much. I barely register that amount.
Well, that's good, right? So we're gonna wait for Rookma again. Ruku! Wow. Mr. Fox is at home, right?
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I said that now we're gonna wait for Rookma and Mr. Fox. Ruku! Yeah.
Yeah. Would a Warbringer be here? Doesn't seem to be. That's too bad. Did have an attempt, I think Monday or so, when I was doing the reputation for the anglers.
I don't know.
Around, flying around in Pandaria, and I did came across one of these, was it the Warbringers that dropped the mounts? So I had an attempt on that one as well.
Okay. Well, hoping I'm on the outer end of my what feels like 6-month mental health breakdown. Yeah, that's not good, Corruptor. I wish I could help you. That's rough. I still have 2 packages of Pokemon cards to open.
Oh.
Yeah, with the pre-ordering Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I got a package, a card, the booster pack thingy-maboober on each game. So I got 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, indeed, Corruptor, indeed. I'm always horrible in what to say in these kind of situations. I'm sorry, Corruptor.
I always feel kind of useless in these situations. Like, I would like to be able to help, but anything and
I will-
saying I'm sorry, it sucks.
Yeah,
But it doesn't do much, and then it's like, but I can also not just fix it.
No,
Always
indeed.
kinda, as if I never know what
And
to
sometimes
say.
I want to say something, and then I'm like, yeah, but if I say it this way, they're gonna be like, yeah, but this, and then you're gonna say, yeah, but that, and then you get a discussion, and people don't want that, and yeah. There is no right answer. True, true.
Yeah.
It's just like being a woman. You can never do it good enough. Or at least I've heard that a lot from people in like my living years. A lot of people told me that not necessarily I wasn't good enough, but in a way that they could do anything, but it would never be good enough for me, so to say. They always said, oh, I can do this, or I can do that, or I can do whatever, because it will never be good. It will never be okay. And look at me now, I'm good and okay. But anyway, yeah. In some situations, it's just difficult because you don't want to say something to trigger to trigger the other person, because you know they are hurt and you don't want to hurt them even more. It's just best to be an ear for someone if they want to talk. True, true. And sometimes I do have difficulty with that. Just being an ear. Sometimes I am like, yeah, but huh? Or yeah, but what if you do this? Or what if you do that? Or have you tried this? Or have you done that? I think I even did that with you, Corruptor. And you were like, stop talking. Of course I've tried that. Why do you think I've not tried that?
I love that as well. If I'm stuck on something, oh, but try this or that or here or there. It's like, I've been all over there already. Already tried all of that. That's why I'm here. I don't know. The options I knew don't work. It's like in my teens I had crazy headaches, like migraines, where reading wasn't even possible. Just because the headache, I couldn't read anymore properly. I saw the letters and words, but it just didn't come through. And then at some point tried every painkiller you could basically buy. Yeah, and in the Netherlands there's quite a variety. And easy. And then the doctor, did you try ibuprofen? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
from
the
a
moral
doctor's
overdose.
perspective, I don't mind much because they have to ask just to check. Because they pretty much just have a
Yeah, but
checklist
this
like,
was a way
okay, you
of
tried
writing a
this?
whole
Ah,
list.
you tried that? Ah, okay,
No,
you
this
tried
was
that?
more of he wrote down a whole list, shoved it towards us, try this. And it's like, we shoved the little paper back. We already tried all of that. Doesn't do much. It also do, in a way how they brought it.
Mm-hmm.
And this wasn't necessarily, in a way he tried to ask if we tried it, but he didn't really ask. Like, try this or that or here or there, and it's like, yeah, but we already did everything. Plus
Well,
we
saying you did
well,
everything is like real big to do, but
everything that he listed at that moment, so to speak, that way. Plus, I've been at that doctor for headaches for, yeah, multiple times. It wasn't the first time. So it was kind of like, really? You're really gonna only suggest the basic things while we've been going here because the basic things don't work?
hey, Meg.
Hey,
Don't
Meg.
well, don't get me started on doctors. They told me the pain I was in was all in my head, or I was weak for like 10
Oh.
years. I've got that a lot as well. And then
Yeah,
eventually they're actually gonna do research and they're gonna look at you like, this is very extreme, girl. Yeah, maybe because the doctors have not done anything for 7 weeks. Because it was in between my head.
That's why I'm here. I know it's crazy.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
here.
that is just F you.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the damn. I can't speak.
Brain fart.
I want to I want to say F up, not F you, okay?
Yeah.
But F up and
you
yeah.
to the doctors who do that.
Mhm.
And at some point I can get it. There are also enough people that
Don't try
exaggerate.
much.
You know, the tiniest little pinch and it's like I'm dying.
Mhm.
And as a doctor I can also understand that if you see too many of these people you're like, oh no. But on the other hand, also as a doctor you shouldn't be just dismissing things.
No,
Like,
true, but
or whatever.
what
No,
I
but-
did, it was in the news like yesterday, if I remember correctly, that in general, the doctors of now are pretty much mostly learning from the male body, and not specific from
Yeah.
also from the differences it has to the female body. And therefore, a lot of stuff that happens to female people
Yeah.
are overlooked or
dismissed.
not looked into at all because
Dismissed and
in the male
basically-
it's not important or something.
I completely forgot.
Lol, exactly.
about what it was about. I did came across something like that, where certain headaches or pains or aches are basically unexplainable.
And then
Or
a lot of
because
people
we
are
don't know enough about the female body because it mainly occurs in the female body. And
exactly.
because they can't find a reason why, and that's why it also gets dismissed. Yeah, I've read about something about. I forgot about what exactly it was, but a similar thing. Where they were like, where some woman also said like, medically we should look into that because there are differences
Yeah.
that can cause certain, I don't know, migraines or headaches or weird pains that you really can't explain just yet. But just because you can't explain it doesn't mean it's not there.
No, indeed. I call them parts swappers because that's what my dad called mechanics that didn't know what was really going wrong and would just swap parts. Swappers. Ah, swappers. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I could get the idea
Let
how
me
he comes up
swap
with
your
that.
liver. You might be working correctly that way.
Go to the body shop, swap some stuff.
Lol, yup. Yeah. But sadly, that kind of stuff, it won't, I don't think it will ever disappear. I think it will only get worse. Because, sorry I'm saying, and sorry if I'm, how do you call that? Offending people. It's not meant that way. But the human is becoming a little bit of a snowflake and making a big deal out of like a toe ache. And I don't see doctors that will be able to look through that. So there's only gonna be more doctors saying that something is not happening even though the person is in real pain. So in my opinion, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. How can it get better if the trust between doctor and patient is not getting better? But that's just my opinion. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone with that. I'm not saying Sid is a snowflake or Mr. Fox is a snowflake or whatever, but the human in general is making... But the human in general is making a big fuss about small things lately.
Yeah, about little less relevant things. I love snowflakes.
I love snowflakes. But you have to go to work. Have a great day at work, Corrupta. You're gonna go for groceries? See ya later, Mr. Fox. BLT tonight.
Nice.
Although for me it's more
Bacon.
no. BLC, not BLT.
DLC.
Yeah, bacon, lettuce, and cucumber instead of bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Yeah, that will be for me as well. I'm not necessarily fond of tomatoes. Not just raw like that.
A thin slice, that's fine, but I
Yep.
really do not want to have like a really huge piece on there. No thanks.
Most people cut them too thick for my taste.
Mr. Fox knows how I like them.
Yeah, but if you go to
Took some time
a
though.
restaurant or fast food area, it's usually too thick for my taste.
Yeah. You should try Mr. Fox once. I think those are. I think you will be able to handle those. He can really
Yeah,
cut them really fine.
I do like the taste a bit, but just often it's too big. Indeed, a bit of a thin slice can be a nice addition.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other ones, the only ones that I kind of like are the small ones, the cherry tomaatjes.
Ah, yeah. Those are a
bit
little
more
sweeter
sweet.
as well.
Yeah, I like those. Those are tastier for me.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I will be wrapping up the stream in like 5 minutes. I'm not sure if you want to stay in voice chat after.
Yeah, I could stay for a bit.
Nice, nice. I'm not sure. Oh, Galleon actually comes in 7 minutes, so I will wrap up after Galleon.
Oh, okay.
We'll probably still be playing, but sometimes AFK, because we still need to fill the huge ass aquarium. Which is probably gonna take a few hours.
Yeah.
Although I'm not too sure, because if I remember correctly, like the small pond we have outside is 500 liters. And if I remember correctly, last time that we cleaned it and refilled it, it took us about maybe an hour to fill it? So maybe it's 1.5 hours maybe, because this is more like 600 liters? We'll see. It will fill up, that's for sure.
I was also gonna say, depend on how you're gonna fill it. You're gonna try it with a teaspoon. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was my plan, actually. That was my plan.
If you go with buckets...
Met een soeplepel!
Yeah.
Okay, now we're just silly.
Again.
Yeah. No, we actually bought another garden hose. And this one is just gonna stay inside, because the one we use outside is, of course, covered in sand and all that kind of stuff. So we wanted to completely clean a new one. So we bought a new one to fill it up, because it's also long enough to go from the kitchen to the living room.
Nice.
So we will be filling it up that way. So it should go just as fast as the ponds, because it's the exactly same faucet we're using. But yeah, my aquarium is nothing like the one you sent to me with that guy on top. I think mine is maybe half of that, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, it's 180 by 60 by 65, if I remember correctly. I can literally lay down in it. If I would fill it with pillows, it could be my bed.
Yeah, and the guy wasn't standing on top, he could at least...
You could at least have fit 2 people in there.
like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially 2 minis. Come on, I'm not that big.
You can fit 3 times in there. But the person I know who had the pufferfish, quite bigger species, she also had this huge aquarium where at least I could lay in twice with the
Nice.
That was a huge one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Plus, it was with the location basically visible from both the desk area, the living area, the kitchen a little bit. Yeah, also because it was that big, but
yeah.
Partially with the location, it did fit good as well on the spot.
Yeah. About having a spot for an aquarium. Mr. Fox and I had discussed like where to put this aquarium a long time ago. And we had 2 options. Basically where the sugar glider cages are. So basically you have to place those on another spot and then you could fit the aquarium there. Or next to my desk. And we went to next to my desk because I didn't really want to have really bright background light on my streams, because then I would just like be seen as a ghost. I would be a black spot and the aquarium on the background will be so bright that there would not be there would not be hitting any light on my face, so you wouldn't be able to see my face.
Yeah, that's not really...
Now we got it next to the desk. And Well, I don't have that much time, but at the end of the stream, I will show you guys what kind of light effect it gives on my camera, because I cannot explain with words. But basically, I've got a huge side light at the moment. Or not at the moment, it's turning on at 5, so that's still an hour away. So I can't even test it at the moment, because if I push the buttons now, I will ruin the clock. It's on a timer at the moment, that's why. I will show that some other time. But pretty much now there's like a really bright light source on my right side and almost no light on my left side. So it makes a little bit of a strange camera sight. But I'm very happy with it, and we're gonna fill it soon. "20 seconds.
You are not prepared.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
Well, that was Galleon. I will be wrapping up the stream, and I think I will be back in less than a minute in chat.
Yeah, no problem.
So thank you for joining me, Sid.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you for how should we call this? Crazy Dragon Soul adventure. I don't know. But thanks anyway that you're taking the time to actually go onto his back with me and try to get me that mount as well. That's very much appreciated.
Yeah, sometimes, occasionally doing that, it's okay. It's
That's great. Awesome.
acceptable to do.
I'll talk to you later. I'll be back.
Yep.
Okay, meow meow.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, that was it for today, at least for the stream. I hope you enjoyed. I see 3 people watching, 8 likes. That's amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, because it really means a lot to me and it helps out a lot as well. So thank you for doing that. I hope to see you here as well tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I had more World of Warcraft first and after Pokemon. Or was it the other way around? No, first World of Warcraft. And in the evening we will do more Pokemon Scarlet. Hope to see you then. Bye.